Are you ready to witness one of the most ruthless business decisions in recent NFL history? The San Francisco 49ers, fresh off trading away beloved star Deebo Samuel, are now preparing to drop another nuclear bomb on their fanbase, and this time, it's Brandon Aiyuk who's about to get the axe. Just months after signing him to a massive contract extension, the Niners are already plotting his exit strategy, and the cold-blooded reasoning behind it will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about NFL loyalty. This isn't just another routine roster move or salary cap shuffle. This is organizational betrayal disguised as smart business, and Brandon Aiyuk is about to become the latest victim of San Francisco's ruthless pursuit of championship glory. The writing is already on the wall, and training camp 2025 might be the last time we see Aiyuk wearing red and gold. The Deebo domino effect that changed everything. Let's start with the seismic shift that has rocked the 49ers' entire offensive identity. When San Francisco traded Deebo Samuel to the Washington Commanders this offseason, they didn't just lose a player, they lost the heartbeat of their passing attack. Samuel's departure created a massive void that should have elevated Aiyuk to unquestioned WR1 status, but instead, it exposed just how expendable the organization considers him. The Samuel trade was supposed to be about maximizing value while they still could, but it also revealed the franchise's true priorities. They're not interested in building around veteran receivers with expensive contracts. They want young, cheap talent that fits their system perfectly, and Aiyuk's hefty deal suddenly looks like a luxury they can't afford. This shift in philosophy didn't happen overnight. The 49ers have been quietly building toward this moment, stockpiling young receiving talent while watching Aiyuk recover from his significant knee injury. Now, with Samuel gone and their offensive identity in flux, Aiyuk has become the odd man out in his own receiving room. The rising stars making Aiyuk expendable. Here's where the story gets truly fascinating and infuriating for Aiyuk supporters. The 49ers' 2024 first-round pick, Ricky Pearsall, has been nothing short of spectacular in his development alongside quarterback Brock Purdy. Despite overcoming a traumatic off-field incident that could have derailed his career, Pearsall finished his rookie season with tremendous momentum and has only gotten better. The chemistry between Purdy and Pearsall is undeniable. They've spent countless hours perfecting their timing, and the results are evident in every practice session. Meanwhile, veteran Jauan Jennings continues to be Purdy's most trusted target in crucial situations, providing the reliability that championship teams demand. What makes this situation even more brutal for Aiyuk is that Kyle Shanahan's system has always emphasized versatility and yards after catchability, traits that both Pearsall and Jennings possess in abundance. If these younger, cheaper options can provide similar production, why keep paying Aiyuk's massive salary? The 49ers have also quietly invested in additional receiving talent through the draft and free agency, creating depth that makes any individual player expendable. This isn't coincidence. It's calculated roster construction designed to eliminate leverage and create options. The financial nightmare driving this decision. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room: money. Brandon Aiyuk's contract extension, loaded with guaranteed money, was supposed to reward his breakout performances and secure his future in San Francisco. Instead, it's become an albatross around the organization's neck, especially after they extended Brock Purdy to a record-setting quarterback deal. The salary cap mathematics are brutal and unforgiving. With Purdy's massive extension eating up significant cap space and other key players needing new deals, Aiyuk's salary stands out like a sore thumb. The 49ers are facing the harsh reality that they can't afford to pay premium prices for every position, and wide receiver has become their sacrificial lamb. Even more insulting is the timing. The 49ers signed Aiyuk to this extension knowing full well that they might not be able to keep him long-term. They essentially used him as a placeholder while developing cheaper alternatives, and now that those alternatives are ready, Aiyuk has become expendable. The financial calculus is simple but heartless. Trading Aiyuk would free up significant cap space that could be used to address more pressing needs along the offensive and defensive lines. From a purely business perspective, it makes perfect sense. From a human perspective, it's absolutely ruthless. The injury factor that sealed his fate, Brandon Aiyuk's significant knee injury, couldn't have come at a worse time for his 49ers career. While he worked tirelessly to return to form, the injury created doubt about his long-term durability and gave the organization cover to explore other options. During his recovery period, Pearsall and Jennings stepped up, proving that the offense could function without him. This injury also provided the perfect excuse for the 49ers to test their depth and evaluate their young talent. What they discovered was that their offense might actually be more versatile and explosive without Aiyuk's hefty contract taking up cap space. The injury didn't just threaten his 2024 season, it threatened his entire future in San Francisco. The cruel irony is that Aiyuk's dedication to returning from injury and his professional approach to rehabilitation should have strengthened his position with the team. Instead, it gave them time to realize they might not need him as much as they thought. The trade market that's salivating multiple teams across the NFL are desperately seeking proven receiving talent, and Aiyuk's combination of age, production, and contract status makes him an attractive target. The Buffalo Bills, Los Angeles Chargers, Houston Texans, and Denver Broncos have all been linked to high-profile receiver trades, and Aiyuk fits their needs perfectly. What makes this situation even more appealing for potential suitors is that Aiyuk's contract, while substantial, is manageable for teams with cap flexibility. He's not just a rental player. He's a legitimate long-term solution for franchises looking to boost their passing attack immediately. The 49ers know this, which is why they're in no rush to make a decision. They can afford to wait for the perfect offer, knowing that desperate teams will eventually meet their asking price. This patience only adds to the psychological torture that Aiyuk must be experiencing. John Lynch's history of cold-blooded moves. General manager John Lynch has built a reputation for making difficult decisions that prioritize team success over individual relationships. His track record includes several late off-season moves that caught players and fans off guard. And Aiyuk could be next on his list. Lynch's timing is particularly noteworthy. He often waits until training camp to make his biggest moves, allowing him to evaluate talent and maximize trade value. If the 49ers' young receivers continue to impress during OTAs and early camp sessions, Lynch could pull the trigger on an Aiyuk trade without hesitation. This calculated approach has served the 49ers well in the past, but it's also created an atmosphere where no player feels truly safe. Aiyuk's situation is just the latest example of how quickly fortunes can change in the NFL. The mockery that reveals the truth, perhaps the most telling aspect of this entire situation, is how Aiyuk has handled the trade rumors. His social media posts mocking the speculation might seem like confidence, but they actually reveal how seriously he's taking the possibility of being traded. Players don't mock rumors they're not concerned about. The fact that Aiyuk feels compelled to address these rumors publicly suggests that he's hearing things behind the scenes that worry him. His attempts at humor might be a coping mechanism for a situation that's completely out of his control. League insiders continue to mention his name in trade discussions, and where there's smoke, there's usually fire. The 49ers might not be actively shopping him yet, but they're certainly listening to offers and evaluating their options. The brutal reality of championship pursuit, this entire situation illustrates the ruthless nature of championship pursuit in today's NFL. The 49ers are willing to sacrifice individual relationships and fan loyalty in their quest for another Super Bowl title. Aiyuk's potential departure represents everything that's wrong with modern professional sports, the complete prioritization of business over human connection. But here's the thing, it might actually work. If the 49ers can get quality draft picks for Aiyuk while their young receivers continue to develop, they could end up with a better overall roster at a fraction of the cost. Sometimes the most heartless decisions are also the smartest ones. The question is whether fans will forgive the organization for this latest betrayal. After watching them trade away Jimmy Garoppolo, release other veteran leaders, and now potentially move on from Aiyuk, how much loyalty can they expect in return? This is the new reality of NFL team building. Everyone is expendable, contracts don't guarantee security, and yesterday's hero can become today's trade candidate without warning. Brandon Aiyuk is about to learn this lesson the hard way, and the rest of us get to watch it unfold in real time. What's your take on this potential trade? Is it smart business or organizational betrayal? Let me know in the comments below, and hit that like button if you think the 49ers are making a massive mistake by even considering trading their most talented receiver.